Good morning, students. In our last class, we have completed the poem Or Will the Dreamer Wake? So, I think you all have remembered the story of that poem. What is the story? Yes, the poem Or Will the Dreamer Wake, written by Medora Chevalier, gives us the true picture of several animals and birds on the verge of extinction. Each stanza of the poem ends with the question, Or will the dreamer wake? The question is who this dreamer is. It is the human being who is not worried about the deteriorating environmental conditions. In her poem, Medora Chevalier primarily focused on the present endangered species like tiger, polar bear, thrush bird, and whale. She expressed how animals would become extinct if they are not protected. In her approach, it is very clear that we we know the above mentioned species, but for the next generations, that species will be dreamer wake species as they are a few in number at present. If we do not protect the endangered species, it will be like our waving as we drown. It will be our last true moment. The poet is clear that the present day human beings did not wake up to respond to protect the endangered species even now by saying, And did the dreamer wake? So, this was the poem, and I think you all have remembered it. So, we have some part of a glossary and some listening activity in this lesson. If you see in your textbook, glossary, plaintive means sad, snuffle means to breathe noisily, gleaming means shining softly, and glacier means a large mass of ice which usually moves slowly down a mountain. Verbs, to sing with a high continuous but quickly changing sound. Birth fills means the process of giving birth to a baby. Solemn, very serious and not happy. So here there is a listening activity. Listen to the talk by an environmentalist on saving the trees and take the correct options that will complete the statements. So, students, I will be reading about the talk of an environmentalist on saving the trees. So, listen them carefully and we have to answer the questions given below. As you all know, to the north of India, we have snow covered mountain ranges as boundaries to our country. They are the Himalayas. You know, the Himalayas are also affected by the environmental pollution. You must be wondering as to how the Himalayas get affected. The Himalayas are huge, cool ice formations surrounded by beautiful habitation. Do you know what happens if the Himalayas die? The whole of the beautiful The whole of India will turn into a desert. Can you guess what felling of trees lead to? It leads to deforestation, especially in the Himalayan region. If the trees in the forest are cut down, that will give away from warming of the atmosphere and will the result melting of the Himalayas. Do you know when the movement for the protection of Himalayas started? It started way back in 1970s and 80s. The movement was for the resistance to the destruction of forest throughout India. Later it became organized and known as Chipko movement. The architect of the movement to protect the Himalayas is a renowned person, Sundar Lal Bahuguna. He was the follower of Mahatma Gandhi. In many ways, he started the movement to resist the destruction of forests in the Himalayan region. Do you know how the movement got its name? The name Chipko came from a word meaning embrace. In the movement, the villagers hugged the trees and thus saved them by putting their bodies in the way of the contractor's axis. So, this is the talk by an environmentalist on saving the trees. So, here are some questions which I have already done for you. You write them neatly in your textbook. So, first one, the Himalayas are affected by environmental pollution or melting of snow. It is A, environmental pollution. So, the first one is A. See the second, Himalayas are protected by hugging trees, by stopping deforestation. It is by stopping deforestation. Second one is B. See the third, the name of the movement that started in 1970s and 80s is the resistance of the destruction of forest or Chipko movement. It is Chipko movement. Third one is B. Now see the fourth. The person who started the movement is Sundar Lal Bahuguna or Mahatma Gandhi? It is Sundar Lal Bahuguna. Fourth one is A. Fifth, Chipko means to embrace and putting the bodies in the way of the contractor's axis. What is the fifth? It is A, means to embrace. Fifth one is A. And moving to study skills, read the following essay and fill the columns in the table given after it with the correct information. So here they have given an essay and they are asking us to fill the columns in the table given after with the correct information. So what is the essay about? It is about pollution in India. Students, I have explained you about these different types of pollutions in our physical class. So I hope you all have remembered it, and I think even you have completed the table also. So once again I am just recalling you few things. So pollution in India. So we have different types of pollutions like air pollution, water pollution, noise pollution and soil pollution. So I'll read it for you. Pollution in India is very high and thus it is one of the most polluted countries in the world. The reasons for high pollution in India can be attributed to the fact that it is the largest emitter of carbon dioxide. Coal-powered plants and increased number of vehicles on the roads are also increasing pollution. With the economy of India growing, pollution in India is also growing. Air, water, environment, sound and soil can be contaminated. Air contamination leads to air pollution. Similarly, water pollution, environment pollution, sound pollution, and soil pollution are caused due to the pollutants in them. Each of these pollutions will affect the people in their own ways. Air pollution. If the level of pollutants in the air is in such quantities that are injurious to human, animal, and plant life, then we can say air pollution has taken place. Air pollution is caused due to a variety of reasons like increased number of vehicles, smoke from burning fuels, and factories. Industrialization and modernization are to be blamed for the present situation of air pollution. Industries such as thermal power plants, cement, steel refineries, petrochemicals, and mines emit chemical pollutants into the air, causing air pollution. The air pollution is causing reduction of ozone layer, which is important to protect earth from ultraviolet rays that come from the sun. Water pollution. Water is being contaminated by various foreign matters. So water is thus losing its quality. Water is polluted in various ways. It can be protected by industrial waste, agriculture waste, and landfills. Nearly 80% of wastage from cities and towns in India is diverted to rivers. In this way, rivers are getting polluted and water is becoming unfit for usage by human beings. Aquatic animals are also dying due to this pollution. Sewage water is also directed into the rivers, which cause development of various bacteria in the water, making them not even suitable for bathing. Noise pollution. Noise pollution is mainly caused by transportation and construction system. Noise pollution not only causes damage to the environment but shows negative effect on human health. Human beings who are exposed to noise pollution will develop high BP, stress, hearing loss, sleep disruptions, and aggression. Using noise barriers, driving the vehicle slowly, using special tires, etc., can help lower sound pollution. The problem of noise pollution should be paid more attention. Though noise pollution is a major issue, no laws are existing in many cities of the world to control it. Noise pollution in seas and oceans is also increasing due to ship traffic and oil drilling. This is affecting the hearing sense of animals. Soil pollution. Soil is being polluted by pesticides, oil and fuel dumping, landfill waste, industrial waste, etc. Chemical waste from factories are being directed dumped on the soil and it is contaminating the soil. Increasing urbanization, decrease in agricultural lands, increase in domestic wastage, agricultural activities, industrial activities are also contributing to soil pollution in India. Plastic factories, chemical plants, oil refineries, animal farms, coal fired power plants, nuclear waste disposal activities are the main sources of soil pollution. Effects of soil pollution are dangerous. They may cause acid rains, which can kill trees and other plants. It disrupts the balance of nature. Soil pollution is also dangerous to wildlife. Pesticides used more than required can damage the crops and poison birds, animals, and fishes. So, these are the types of pollutions. So, they are asking you to write in detail about these pollutions in the table which they have provided. So see the table. First one, they have given serial number, then type of pollution and causes of pollution, sources of pollution, damages caused by pollution, and possible solutions or remedies. So here they are asking you to write types of pollutions. We have how many? 4 types of pollutions. So you have to write 4 types, and what are the causes of these pollutions you have to write. And then source of pollution means from where this pollution is happening, that you have to write. Then you have to write by this pollution what damages are caused, that damages you have to write in the column. Then the last is possible solutions or remedies, means how we can control this pollution, we have to write those in the last blank. So I hope you will try to write it and write neatly and send me. So we'll be completing the remaining part of the lesson in the next session. Thank you. Have a good day.